Good afternoon, YouTube. MinnesotaEric. So I've been thinking about my RZR, and I truly enjoy riding this rascal, mostly at night in Paul Bunyan. It's relatively safe. If anybody else is coming at me, generally speaking, I would expect them to have a headlight, and if it's a deer, well, I run that risk during the day too. But I like running this thing at night. And I've been hesitant to buy LED headlights for this thing, mostly because every one of these darn headlights is 6,000, 6,500 degrees Kelvin. In my experience with LEDs is that we need something more approaching 4,500 degrees Kelvin in order to be able to see depth as we're riding along. There's a lot of light out there from these LEDs, but you can't tell anything apart. It's just all one big lit up show. And so I know this from experience. I've got a 30-inch light bar in my F-150, and while it throws out just a ton of light, the headlights are not as good as my Infinity high-intensity discharge headlights, which are 4,500 degrees Kelvin. Anyway, long story short, I've been hesitant to upgrade the lighting on this until I stumbled over, looking around on the internet, I stumbled over these light bulbs. These are LED aftermarket H13 light bulbs, a pair of them, in a heck of a fancy case. And they claim to be 5,000 degrees Kelvin. And of course, you know, they got the fans on them, big cooling fins and whatnot. So today, we're going to install these rascals. So again, this is not a paid promotion. I bought these myself with my own money. So what do we got? We got two of these LED light bulbs. I'll dig those out when I start pulling. And then I know that we got some crazy adapters. All right. Holy smokes. And then, yes, I hope this goes somewhere that I understand, because I don't know what these do. Oh, there's a bunch of zip ties. Okay. I don't know what those, oh, okay. Oh, I see. And then, alright, so once again, there's no RFMing with me, man. We're just gonna blunder ahead. So let's see here. 3 to 3. No. Oh, I need a headlight. Let's try this hard. Let's try to do this better. Okay, so what do we got? We got an index, and then that screw. I noticed that little silicone O-ring there to keep water out. Why don't they just? I suppose they need different adapters for different cars, but these are made for cars, incidentally. So supposedly they got three different types of LEDs on here. I only see 4 LEDs. I guess we'll find, if this is a bunch of BS, we'll find it out, and I'll call them out on it. So, and I don't have a scientific way of calling them out on it. I'm just going to go off of my experience. I might probably want to tape the living snout out of this, given razors do see water. Anyway, so here's one side. Let's go pull out a light. Thankfully, Ranger headlights are super easy to pull out, so long as somebody hasn't zip tied them. Thankfully, Razor headlights are super easy to pull out once you pop the zip ties holding down the electrical cord, and you end up getting something looking like this. And let's see here. There we go. There's your H13 bulb. Okay, let's just for giggles. Where can we hang this where we can kind of see it at work? Yeah, maybe right there. Maybe that's on your camera. Let me adjust the camera just a smidgen so you can hopefully see that. I'm going to turn the key. Oh yeah, look at that. Okay, well it turns on, sweet. And I don't want to mess up the aim here of the headlights. All right, which I think I'm doing. Okay. See the difference. We're in broad daylight here. Well, for sure, one is definitely white. One is yellow. We'll find out if that white is annoying as all get out at night. And there's a difference. That's high beam, low beam. It'd be better if I started this thing, get the full force on the regular one. Now there's the difference when you're running. High beam. Okay, so I'm gonna YouTube, I'm gonna repeat this with the other side, so it's just gonna be the same thing as the left side. The right side will go in just as easy. That humming you hear is from the light's fans. This is low beam, that's high beam, and as you can see, there's no differentiation. Turn these things back on. There's really no, that's supposed to be high beam. If anything, that looks like it's, the high is now low and the low is high. It's like they got the wires backwards. I don't know. Their light is whiter, but can I see further? I don't know. Yeah, you hear that? That's low beam, that's high beam. Low beam, high beam. So I think high beam is now the low beam. Crazy. So again, the first thing that we see in front of me off to the left is a mailbox. I'm judging that's about 60 feet ahead. I don't know if you can see it, but the next thing we're seeing is maybe a traffic sign, the backside of a traffic sign. That maybe is only about, as I would judge it, maybe about 70 yards. And so basically I can barely see 70 yards with these headlights. And low beam, which I'm flipping, that's the low beam. I flip on the low beam and the high beam are backwards now on my switch. With the high beam on, I can see again maybe up to that sign fairly well, reasonably well, but I'm having a hard time seeing depth, and so it's unless you think that, unless you're impressed by white light, I'm telling you, yellow light is what allows us to see further. And I'm sure this thing's throwing a lot of light out, but I just can't see much. And so I really don't see that this is an improvement over the stock headlights. Okay, so the headlights are brighter, but the question is are they usefully bright? In other words, can I see more relief at night? And I mean, I get it. They're brighter. There's more light out there, but I still can't see the details I want to see with a yellow light. And so I guess at the end of the day, I wish somebody would make some like 4,000, 4,500 degree Kelvin LED lights. I don't think these are worth the money. And I had kind of high hopes because they're supposed to be billed as 5,000 Kelvin lights, and most of them are 6,000 and 6,500. And I already know from my tractor experience and with LEDs on that and my truck. I guess actually with my tractor, they're work lights. As long as I got a halo of about 40, 50 feet around my tractor, that's good enough because I'm moving slow. My pickup truck going down the highway, geez whiz, I sure wish I could see more. And up here, we're mostly looking for deer. Past 3 months, I've hit 2 deer. My Infinity is now a deer catcher. Second to last deer didn't do any damage to my half ton, thankfully. But I just did some trail riding. I'll show that footage here right now. And little voiceover here on the footage is honestly, I'm kind of thinking my yellow light is just more pleasant. There's a lot of light out here. But when I look away, my eyes have to adjust even more to like dim light, you know what I mean? And that yellow light seems to do a better job. So I'm kind of tempted about taking this stuff off and just putting my H13s right back in, the old Sullivans. So anyway, that's what I'm thinking about YouTube. That's my official rating is skip it. Unless you think that white light is really, really cool and pissing off people on oncoming traffic. These will piss off more people. So you'll think it's brighter. But is it usefully bright? That's the question, YouTube. I don't think so. All right. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.